Welcome to episode 11 of the MLO Exam Prep Podcast. In this episode, we'll focus on key mortgage-related laws and consumer protections, TILA, RESPA, ECOA, and other regulations, how these laws impact mortgage origination and servicing. Let's get started. Why are mortgage laws important? Consumer protection laws ensure fair lending practices, transparent loan terms, protection against discrimination and predatory lending, ethical and legal behavior from mortgage professionals, major laws that regulate the mortgage industry, TILA, Truth in Lending Act, Regulation Z, RESPA, Real Estate Settlement Procedures Act, Regulation X, ECOA, Equal Credit Opportunity Act, Regulation B, FCRA, Fair Credit Reporting Act, GLBA, Gramm-Leach-Bliley Act, HMDA, Home Mortgage Disclosure Act, HPA, Homeowners Protection Act, SAFE Act, Secure and Fair Enforcement for Mortgage Licensing Act. Exam tip. A question may ask, which federal law requires lenders to provide borrowers with loan disclosures and regulates mortgage advertising? The correct answer is TILA, Truth in Lending Act, Regulation Z. TILA, Truth in Lending Act, Regulation Z. What does TILA do? Requires lenders to disclose key loan terms and costs upfront, regulates mortgage advertising to prevent misleading information, provides borrowers with a right to rescind certain loans. Key TILA disclosures. Loan estimate LE must be provided within 3 business days of application. Closing disclosure CD must be provided at least 3 business days before closing. APR, annual percentage rate, must be disclosed in advertising. Right of rescission applies to refinance transactions only. Borrowers can cancel a refinance loan within 3 business days after closing. Does not apply to purchase loans. Exam tip. A test question may ask, what does TILA require lenders to disclose to borrowers? The correct answer is loan terms, APR, and costs. RESPA, Real Estate Settlement Procedures Act, Regulation X. What does RESPA do? Prohibits kickbacks and referral fees between mortgage professionals, requires servicers to provide escrow account statements annually, ensures borrowers receive disclosures about loan costs. Key RESPA disclosures. Loan estimate, LE, provides estimated loan costs within 3 business days of application. Closing disclosure details final loan costs at least 3 business days before closing. Escrow statements provided annually to borrowers. Prohibited practices under RESPA Section 8. No fee splitting for unearned services. No referral fees or kickbacks between lenders and real estate agents. Exam tip. A test question may ask, which law prohibits kickbacks and referral fees in mortgage transactions? The correct answer is RESPA Regulation X. ECOA, Equal Credit Opportunity Act, Regulation B. What does ECOA do? Prevents discrimination in mortgage lending. Prohibits lenders from denying credit based on race, color, religion, national origin, sex, marital status, age, or public assistance income. Requires lenders to provide borrowers with written reasons for loan denials. Notice of adverse action. Lenders must notify borrowers within 30 days if a loan application is denied and state the reason. Exam tip. A question may ask, which law requires lenders to provide written reasons for credit denials? The correct answer is ECOA, Regulation B. Final exam-style quiz questions. 1. Which law requires lenders to disclose the APR and loan terms to borrowers? A. RESPA B, TILA C, ECOA, SAFE Act. Correct answer, TILA requires disclosure of APR and loan terms. 2. Under RESPA, what is prohibited in mortgage transactions? Charging points and fees. B. Providing escrow account statements. C. Paying referral fees or kickbacks. Offering borrowers a choice of title insurance providers. Correct answer. RESPA prohibits kickbacks and referral fees under Section 8. 3. What does ECOA prohibit lenders from considering when evaluating a loan application? A. Credit history. B. Marital status. C. Debt-to-income ratio. D. Employment history. Correct answer, B. ECOA prohibits discrimination based on marital status. 4. What right does TILA provide to borrowers in a refinance transaction? A, the right to request a lower interest rate. B, the right to rescind the loan within 3 business days after closing. C, the right to receive loan disclosures only at closing. D, the right to refinance any loan without lender approval. B, TILA provides the right of rescission for refinance transactions. Closing thoughts on Part 1. Key TILA requires lenders to disclose loan terms and costs to borrowers. RESPA prohibits kickbacks and requires escrow account statements. EcoA ensures fair lending and prohibits discrimination in mortgage approvals. In Part 2, we'll cover FCRA, GLBA, and consumer privacy protections, HMDA, HPA, and fair housing laws, how these laws affect mortgage origination. Welcome back to Episode 11 of the MLO Exam Prep Podcast. In Part 1, we covered TILA, RESPA, and EcoA, key laws ensuring fair lending, transparent disclosures, and protection against discrimination. Now in Part 2, we'll focus on FCRA and GLBA, privacy and credit reporting laws, HMDA, HPA, and fair housing laws, how these laws affect mortgage origination. Let's get started. FCRA Fair Credit Reporting Act. What does FCRA do? The Fair Credit Reporting Act, FCRA, protects consumers by regulating credit report accuracy, access to consumer credit files, consumer rights to dispute incorrect information. FCRA rules for mortgage lenders and MLOs. Borrowers must provide written permission before a lender pulls their credit report. If a loan is denied due to credit history, the borrower must receive an adverse action notice with the reason for denial, the credit bureau used, the borrower's right to obtain a free credit report within 60 days. Key credit reporting agencies: Equifax, Experian, TransUnion. Exam tip: a question may ask, which law regulates the accuracy and privacy of credit reports? The correct answer is FCRA, Fair Credit Reporting Act. GLBA, Gramm-Leach-Bliley Act. Regulates GLBA do. The Gramm-Leach-Bliley Act ensures that lenders and financial institutions protect consumer privacy and personal financial information, limit sharing of borrower information with third parties, provide borrowers with privacy notices. Key GLBA rules for mortgage lenders and MLOs. Privacy rule: financial institutions must inform consumers about how their personal data is shared. Safeguards rule: companies must secure sensitive customer information. Pretexting protection prohibits unauthorized access to consumer financial data. When must privacy notices be provided? At the time of establishing a customer relationship, annually, as long as the customer relationship exists. Exam tip: a question may ask, what is required under the GLBA privacy rule? The correct answer is, lenders must inform consumers how their personal data is shared. HMDA, Home Mortgage Disclosure Act, Regulation C. What does HMDA do? The Home Mortgage Disclosure Act, HMDA, ensures fair lending by requiring lenders to report mortgage loan data, tracking lending patterns to prevent discrimination, providing public access to mortgage loan application data. Key data points collected under HMDA: borrower demographics, race, ethnicity, sex, and income, loan amount and loan purpose, purchase, refinance, etc., loan approval or denial reasons. Exam tip: a question may ask, which law requires lenders to collect and report loan applicant demographic data? The correct answer is HMDA, Home Mortgage Disclosure Act. And HPA, Homeowners Protection Act. What does HPA do? The Homeowners Protection Act protects borrowers by regulating private mortgage insurance, PMI, on conventional loans, allowing borrowers to request PMI cancellation at 80% LTV, requiring automatic PMI cancellation at 78% LTV. PMI cancellation rules under HPA. Borrowers can request PMI removal when they reach 80% LTV. Lenders must automatically cancel PMI when the loan reaches 78% LTV. Exam tip: a question may ask, at what loan-to-value LTV must PMI automatically be canceled under HPA? The correct answer is 78% LTV. Fair Housing Act, FHA, anti-discrimination in housing. What does the Fair Housing Act do? The Fair Housing Act, FHA, prohibits discrimination in housing-related transactions based on race, color, national origin, religion, sex, disability, and familial status. Protects renters and homebuyers from unfair practices. Examples of FHA violations: refusing to rent or sell based on a protected class, charging higher loan rates based on race or national origin, offering different loan terms based on gender or disability. Exam tip: a test question may ask, which law prohibits discrimination in housing transactions? The correct answer is the Fair Housing Act, FHA. Final exam-style quiz questions. 1. Which law regulates how lenders share consumer financial information? A. FCRA, B. GLBA, C. RESPA, D. TILA. Correct answer, B. GLBA, Gramm-Leach-Bliley Act, regulates financial data privacy. 2. Under FCRA, what must lenders provide if a loan application is denied due to credit history? A. A copy of the borrower's credit report, B. A privacy notice, C. An adverse action notice, D. A loan estimate. Lenders must provide an adverse action notice. 3. What does HMDA require lenders to report? A. The APR of closed loans, B. Loan applicant demographic data, C. The lender's annual profit, D. A list of all denied loan applicants. Correct answer, B. HMDA requires reporting of loan applicant demographics. For what loan-to-value LTV does PMI automatically cancel under the Homeowners Protection Act? A. 85%, B. 70%, C. 90%, D. 80%. PMI is automatically canceled at 78% LTV. Closing thoughts on Part 2. Key takeaways. FCRA regulates credit report accuracy and borrower access to credit information. GLBA protects consumer financial privacy and requires security safeguards. HMDA requires lenders to collect and report mortgage loan demographic data. HPA regulates PMI removal on conventional loans. The Fair Housing Act prohibits housing discrimination. This concludes Episode 11, Mortgage-Related Laws and Consumer Protections. In Episode 12, we'll cover the mortgage loan origination process from start to finish, loan application, underwriting, and closing procedures, final exam review and study tips. Thanks for studying with us. You've got this.